left side. First down and more. That's the record. DeMarco Murray all the way down inside the 25. Second and 6. Murray still alive. Still going. Touchdown, Dallas.
What's good, Car Family? Happy Sunday. Hope everybody's doing well today. Saw a little highlights there of DeMarco Murray. And I got some cards I want to show today. DeMarco Murray and Marion Barber. I'll talk about Barber in a few minutes. But, you know, as I was doing my COMC pickups, sometimes I have a hard time grabbing guys like Murray because he was incredible as a Dallas Cowboy, but when you look back at that era, they won some games, they did some things, but there's not a lot of legacy from the team during that time period. But when it comes down to it, I got to pick up DeMarco Murray's. So I'm going to show a few cards while I talk about Murray, some pickups that I made. This is the 2013, Topps Chrome, and that's the Pulsar. Murray cards are super cheap, very, very affordable. So he comes into Dallas in 2011, third round pick. In his first couple years, he split time with Felix Jones, and Murray was good. He was up over 5 yards a carry his first year, almost 900 yards. Second year, really good. Third year, he finally quit splitting time with Felix Jones, over 1,000 yards, over 5 yards a carry, had a great season. And then that fourth season, which was a great year for the Cowboys, probably Romo's best year. There's the camo of the Topps Chrome. That's out of $4.99. Getting these for like $1 on COMC, so you can't really beat it. That fourth year, Murray put up incredible numbers. He set the all-time single season rushing mark for the Cowboys. This is a team that had Emmitt Smith, Tony Dorsett, Don Perkins, Dwayne Thomas, Ezekiel Elliott, just a multitude of great running backs. Murray ran for 1,845 yards, 13 touchdowns. He caught another 57 balls for 416 yards. He was the AP Offensive Player of the Year. 8 straight games to start that year, he was over 100 yards. 10 out of his first 11 games over 100 yards. It was an incredible season. And Murray was the train for the Cowboys that season. The ground game was unstoppable. Of course, they had a nasty offensive line. Romo, like I said, had his best season. Dez Bryant, perhaps one of his best seasons. Cowboys go 12-4. They win the NFC East. They win a playoff game, which everybody, as we know, Dallas hadn't won a lot of playoff games in the last 20 years. And then they lost to Green Bay in the NFC in the playoffs. That was the Dez Bryant game. That was the Dez Bryant, the catch game. And, you know, after that, the Cowboys ran into money issues. They couldn't pay Murray, Dez, and Romo. They decided to pay Dez. Murray walked, signed a 8-year, I believe it was 8 years, $40 million in Philly, flopped in Philly, had a good year, went to Tennessee, had a good year in Tennessee, played one more year, and that was it. He was gone. But that season, to me, cements him as an all-time great Dallas Cowboy. We got a, let's see, 2013 Contenders. This is out of 99. I don't have a lot of Contender stuff, especially numbered stuff. And again, these are, you know, like dollar pickups. 2013 Donruss Elite out of 199. Turn of the Century. I don't know if this is green or emerald. Nice looking card. It's got a little bit of a bend up here on the corner, which is bugging me. Donruss Elite. Good looking stuff. '12 Top Supreme. This is out of 75. Obviously, this is the purple. One of my favorite products coming up, 2016 Clear Vision. And this is the Emerald. And that's out of 19. That's the thing, I love numbered stuff, and especially low numbered stuff, parallels, and you're able to get a great player historically for the Cowboys at relatively cheap prices, especially when you compare them to guys like Emmett and Zeke and Dak and all that. I love this card. 2013 Spectra. Spectra had some really, before Spectra got really big, I actually kind of really like their cards. As you can see, this is 14 out of 25. They weren't thick back then. This is 2013. But check the red out. Look at that. Beautiful. I got to get some other colors in this. I might try to chase this. Wasn't, like I say, it wasn't that expensive. Very nice. And then the last Murray pickup, it's also Spectra. This is 2013. And this is a thick card. And I'm sorry, this is 2014 Spectra. Thick die cut, 16 out of 25. And watch this. Boom. You can't leave that stuff sitting on COMC. You just can't leave it sitting there. Let me see what I paid for this. $3. $3 out of 25. Spectra die cut. I'm not leaving it. And it's beautiful too. The blue matches the Cowboys. Just gorgeous.
Second and 13, Barber gets it. Breaks free. Marion Barber into Giant territory. These linebackers have been exposed at various times this year. Marion Barber picks up 11. Butler on the stop. And the Cowboys are gaining traction. Well, it's just a sudden. Marion Barber again bouncing it. Blocking on the outside from Terrell Owens. First and goal. I mean, he comes off the ball and he motors everybody in the backfield, but because of that, Marion Barber has to bounce it to the outside, and then there was no containment. Barber. No signal yet. Touchdown.
So as you can see, next up is Marion Barber. I chose those clips because to me, well, first of all, I was looking for clips that were had any level of detail, but to me, those clips sort of sum up Marion Barber. He was definitely a fan favorite, definitely one of my favorites. Known, as a tenacious, shifty runner, obviously passionate. Like, you can just see it in him and see why fans loved him. He was a great Dallas Cowboy and played on some really good teams. He played with Bledsoe, Romo, played for Bill Parcells. He was a great back and pretty underrated throughout his career. He did make the Pro Bowl in 2007, 975 rushing yards, 10 TDs, another 44 catches, a couple more TDs through the air. Overall, through his career, almost 5,000 rushing yards, 1,300 receiving yards, and 59 touchdowns as a Dallas Cowboy. And like I said, loved by the fan base. And as y'all, probably everyone knows, but he passed away earlier this year. Cause of death was ruled as heat stroke. I believe it was in early June that he passed away. So rest in peace, Marion Barber. And again, his stuff isn't that expensive, and I can't not pick it up. So grab some refractors and whatnot of Mr. Barber. This is 2010 Topps Chrome. Just a refractor. This is kind of what I mean about this COMC order having a lot of variety. I'm kind of all over the place with this. 2006 Bowman Chrome. I love 06 Bowman Chrome. I got to pick up some more variations of this. This is just, whoo, that's gorgeous. And I love the pose. Just a beautiful card. I'll pick some more of these up. And that was his first year with the Cowboys. 538 rushing yards, 5 TDs. Barber, when he first came on the scene, and for most of his career, he was splitting carries. Splitting carries with Julius Jones early on. I like these also. This is a 2007 Topps Chrome. And this is out of 869. This is the white refractor. You can't lose on Topps Chrome just about any year, but these are really nice. Got a little jersey piece, 2010 Donruss Elite. And this is game used at a $2.99. Down and distance. Gray piece there. Silver piece. And then last but not least, another Donruss Elite. Really like those, 2010 to 2013 or so Donruss Elite cards. A lot of neat parallels and whatnot. This is the Status die cut. Right. And as you can see, that is 15 out of 24. So those are numbered to the jersey number. Really nice looking cards. So I'm going to keep collecting guys like Barber and DeMarco Murray because they're affordable. And, it's interesting. Everybody bases everything off of Super Bowls and championships and thinks we're just supposed to forget guys that, didn't reach that pinnacle. But, I spent, a decade or more of my life like pulling for these guys and watching these guys. And so there's definitely a connection and a reason to collect them from my perspective. Again, probably not worth a whole lot. Other collectors, these aren't desirable to non-Cowboys fans, but I absolutely love stuff like this, and I will fill my boxes up with stuff like this. Yeah, that's all I got. Appreciate y'all watching. Keep it real. I'm out.